Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to AuraXAI, a walkthrough of IDP, Intelligent Document Processing Stack. Uh, this AuraXAI control plane creates IDP stacks and will be able to give general observability of the stack once provisioned. You'll be able to integrate with your existing apps, and the IDP URL will be available once provisioned. What is this IDP accelerator, right? It's a serverless AWS document processing starter kit. Let's actually go into it. It should be able to upload, you should be able to upload PDFs, classify them, extract fields, summarize them, and evaluate accuracy, and monitor status through a web UI. It uses S3, EventBridge, SQS, Lambda, step functions, and various other services. Um, let's go into a stack in a minute. But once provisioned, you'll be able to see the stack, the details, the DynamoDBs, and all the other infrastructure configurations once provisioned. So I just provisioned this IDP. To provision a new IDP stack, you just go here and add your stack name and your starting email address. So that'll provision a stack like this, and then you'll be able to see it. Let's go into the stack by itself. Let's click on this. Now it opens the actual default IDP console. Um, Obviously, you'll be prompted with the username password. Once you go through that, you will see this starting page. The starting page, I've already just used it. So you see a couple of files here. I've scanned or actually I put through 2 documents through the system, and both of them were completed. Um, and then let's just walk through to the portal and see how things are. So this document list just shows all the documents that you have in the IDP console. And you can, if you want to upload something, you can upload here. Immediately it gets picked up from the queue, and the processing will be done. And you can actually see a kind of a knowledge-based chat query here. You can actually chat with your documents here. And you can also configure many standards here, like schemas, your generally configurable documents, so on and so forth. And you can also use this menu to configure the models, capacity, and so on and so forth. The basic thing is pretty much you upload the document via web UI, or you can actually drop it into an S3 bucket, like input bucket, and it gets picked up and then processed, right? And I'll show you a document, the life cycle of the document. Let's go through, let's say this one. You can see this is the main page, which you can actually see the process. You'll be able to see the processing flow. It displays you all the steps that are involved in extracting the data, processing the data, and compiling and all that good stuff. You can also see the human in the loop as well. If the accuracy is not good enough, you can actually trigger a human in the loop. So that is available as well. Now that everything is successful and the steps and the processing are successful, you can see all greens. But if there is an issue, you'll be able to see all of this here. So basically, this is your whole view of the entire document lifecycle, right? It'll give you the cost for analysis. In this case, it costed 2 cents. And also you'll be able to see the document sections that are scanned, the actual document as well, and the details around it. In another case, I'll actually show you a fully complex data that is being actually viewed from a IDP processing point of view, and I will give you a quick example there as well. Okay, one of the other features is this test studio, which lets you upload documents, define expected outputs, run your pipelines to just pretty much measure your accuracy. So how do we use this tool, right? You can use it as is, or you can have us customize it for you. For one of the use cases, we actually wired it to a chatbot, and we created a entire flow. Let me actually go through that in a minute. Uh, as you can see, this is our portal that we call it as IDA admin. And you can see this is pretty much the same flow, but you can actually see the entire view, what's possible. So we were able to customize it for the client, and you can see we were able to get some dashboards. This was actually a benefits application chatbot that actually feeds the data into this IDP. So it's a really good example on how you want to get your IDP integrated with your existing apps. You can also see a caseworker queue, and all the data that gets into the IDP gets viewed here. Let's actually search one of the successful requests. You can see we were able to integrate with their existing app, the application ID, full name, submitted, validation score, and the cost of it, and submitted, and all that good stuff. So let's actually go into the application, right? So you're able to see the application, user information, and the actual chatbot conversation end to end, and finally the main thing, which is the documents. Let's see what the IDP core functionality when you actually look at it. Click on the document, you'll be taken to the same familiar screen. Now, this is a bank check. So let's see, it went through the same cycle, and you can see the processing flow. You'll be able to see the steps involved, and the human in the loop as well. Everything was successful. Now, let's actually take a look at the data that was scanned. You can see here, click a button, you should be able to see the entire data. You can actually see the visual edits here. You can see some of these fields have high confidence, some of them have low. You can actually go into each one of them and see where, if there's any incorrect accuracy and flagged, you should be able to update it as well. So that provides the admin team to correct some of the documents if they fall short of confidence levels, right? So that's a good use case there. So you should be able to get all of this configured and viewed from the same admin panel. This is a good use case for making the IDP as your back office document scanner, automatically detecting the data, and then feeding it into your database. In this case, we were able to put all the data into the DynamoDB. I think this is a good use case. So bottom line, you should be able to use IDP accelerator as is, or you can integrate with your existing apps. That way you'll be able to realize the benefits of this advanced intelligent document processing accelerator. Thank you.